Hi everyone, this is take, I don't know, 100. I don't, why am I so, I probably just move down a little bit just so that I can, yeah, my chair is broken too. Okay, yeah, okay, we're good. Finally, finally, I am ready to talk about I don't even remember what I was going to talk about. Yes, 4 elements. I'm seriously screwed up. Okay, the four elements of a Facebook ad for sold out launch that no one freaking talks about. And I don't know why not enough people talk about it. It's like become my standard line because every time I do a launch or I do something that's interesting and I find that it works, I ask myself, why is no one talking about this? Okay, so before I get into the 4 elements of a Facebook ad that you should absolutely be looking at, let me just say this one thing as well, because I have to get this out of my system. I think one of the reasons that people are not telling you these things, there could be 2 reasons. One is that they don't want to tell you because then the secret will be out and will stop working. And number 2 is because they probably don't know themselves. So these 2 could be the only possible reasons why not enough people are talking about this or saying it. But I want to, because this is kind of a revelation. It was like, oh my God, like the clouds parted and this like huge hunky, the dirty Johnny Depp, not the after the recent wife abuse case, but when he's this dirty, in this dirty way where it looks like he hasn't showered since he was born, that kind of Johnny Depp that I lust after. It looked like the clouds parted and that Johnny Depp came out. So that was a very eye-opening moment for me, and I want to talk about that. And why this is so important for you. So back to the topic, 4 elements of Facebook ads that no one talks about. Unfortunately, most people who are talking about Facebook ads, they are talking about it in context of the targeting and the techniques and the pixels and the custom audience. And if they are being really ambitious or really generous or really, trying to be really helpful with their content, they will talk about the image. If they're being even more generous, like they're just being this massive blob of generosity, then they would talk about the headline. But that's it. But I firmly believe that when you're crafting a Facebook ad, you need to look at it like any other piece of asset, right? And any other piece of launch asset, it's an asset that you use for your launches. Then if you are looking at your other assets that strategically, if you spend so many days, hours, months crafting your sales page and your positioning and your offer, then why aren't you using the same strategic input to look at your Facebook ads? So I want to talk about those 4 elements and why I think it's important and why I want you to start looking at your ads in this manner. Look at those ads, look at your Facebook ads from these 4 angles. Angle number 1 is the who. And who is, self-explanatory. That's what everyone is talking about. The targeting, who you should be targeting. Unfortunately, that's another unfortunate. Unfortunately, people have not used the Facebook targeting, the power of Facebook targeting to the extent that they should. Our targeting, and most of the people that I see on Facebook talk about ad targeting, their extent of targeting is limited to targeting other competitors' pages. The typical everyone, if you're in business, you are targeting Marie for Leo. If you're into meditation or mindset or success or any of that, you are targeting Tony Robbins' page. That's it. That is not enough. That's just one level of targeting. You need to dig deeper. The whole idea of using your ideal buyer and demographics and psychographics, how they think, where they live, how much money they have, what kind of stuff they like, what kind of brands they like. All of that should be used in your Facebook targeting. Why aren't we using it? We use it to craft our sales pages. We use it to craft our copy. Then why aren't we using it for our Facebook ads? It doesn't make sense. It does not make any sense. So stop. Number 1, when we talk about who, stop limiting your targeting to just those typical famous pages that everyone is talking about. This Marie for Leos and Tony Robbins and Brandon Burchard. I think that's his name. I'm not good with pronunciations. That's just one level. That's just one way. But do you think they grew their Facebook fans base to hundreds of thousands by targeting others like them? No, Facebook targeting is such a massive, powerful targeting system. You can target anyone you want. So understand your ideal buyer, understand what makes them tick, and then target them. Now, again, if you want more details on this, I'm doing a webinar on Wednesday where I talk all about this, and I have this really slick method. It takes 15 minutes, and it's going to allow you to target anyone. If you want to target a 45-year-old woman living in Alaska who has the motivation and who has the money and who has the mindset to invest in your product, you can go and target her. It is that easy to go to that level of detailed targeting. Why aren't we using it? So number one is who. Number two, I need to refer to it because I keep forgetting. So I'm looking at the presentation for the webinar that I'm doing on Wednesday. And the link is above with the description of the video. Number two is the type of the ad. So there is not just one type of ad. All ads that people are pushing and teaching about is the typical lead generation ad. Send people to your I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Send people to your lead magnet, let them sign up, get them on your list. That's it. But that's not the only type of ad you should be running, especially if you are doing launches. So what I'm going to talk about in the webinar and what I want you to take note of, even if you don't come to the webinar, is that there should be 5 different types of ads. I call them the fantastic 5. The 5 different types of ads that you should be running if you really want to have a sold out launch. And these 5 types are, number one is the authority building article ads. Now, authority building article ads are not lead magnet ads. They go to articles, they go to videos, they go to content. And then you can retarget people who go to that content and leave without buying. Even if they don't buy, even if they don't get on your list, just the fact that you're building your authority, you have the ability to be in front of your potential buyer and show them that you're an authority and an expert by using this specific type of ad should be enough for brand building. Number two, I like to call it the seduction and brand recognition ads. Now, seduction and brand recognition ads are not meant to do anything except to make you a familiar face in their news feed. So people would say, "Oh, Bushra, you get now for this launch, I'm really grateful. I'm getting like 25-30 cent conversions." Why am I getting so low conversions? Not because I have some magic formula. It's because the people that I'm targeting now are the people that have been seeing me in their news feed for the last 6 months. I'm a familiar face in their news feed. Because I'm a familiar face in their news feed, now when I have something on offer, they are going to click it because I'm not a random stranger who only pops up when there is a launch. Stop doing that. Number 3 types of ads is obviously the opt-in ads that you need to have an opt-in ad. It's not like you don't need to, but that's not the only one. Ad number 4 is video ads. Now, video ads could be something like this, the one that we're having right now. It's just very conversational, or it could be slick, professionally done. But the idea behind video ads is that you can use it not only for brand positioning or to explain a point or to give training, but also, most importantly, to give a behind the scenes of your product or service. People love behind the scenes. People love the ugly behind the scenes of your product. I'm not going to move my camera and show you how ugly my office is. That doesn't apply to me. But you can show behind the scenes. You can give them a demo of your product or your service through a video ad. Do it. A video ad is not just a pitch. A video ad is not just where you say, like, I have this great product that has 5 elements. It costs you $20. Go and buy. That's not the type of video ad you should be running. Video ads need to have a very wide variety, serve a very wide variety of purposes. I'm going to talk about this in more detail in the webinar. And the last one is the retargeted ads. So those people who go to your website and they leave without taking any action, now you should be retargeting them. But again, when you retarget them, tell them that you're retargeting them. Retargeted ads need to acknowledge that the person is being retargeted. Don't be a creep. So if they came to your sales page and left without buying, your retargeted ad should acknowledge. I have this great line that I use with a lot of success on my retargeted ads. Said something like, did the cat eat your credit card again? Because why else would you not have bought? So it's a great way to tell them that I know you came to my sales page and left without buying, so here I am retargeting you. People don't like to be, no one likes stalkers except me if it's Johnny Depp. But yeah, no one likes stalkers. Don't be a stalker. Tell them that you're retargeting them. So these are the 5 types of ads. But we were still at element number 2. So element number 1 was who. Element number 2 was what. Element number 3 is why. And why is basically the hook. Why should people click on your ad? We need to understand that you need to give them a different hook for every ad. What most hooks that I see on Facebook is a how-to hook. How-to hooks are great, but that's not the only hook. And it's going to stop working if everyone is using it. So in the webinar, I'm going to give you 7 so far, but I'm going to give you 10 hooks that you can use. And what I like to do is I like to use all 10 hooks in one ad set. So one ad set, 10 different hooks, same image. Another ad set, 10 different images, one hook. So this is how I split test. And that's why I have hundreds of ads running at the same time. And it will allow you to do the same because you have 10 hooks that you can easily use and mix and match and swap for your ads. The fourth element that we should tackle, that everyone just forgets the first three and only tackles the fourth one, is the tech. How to set it up. So who, what, why, and how. The pixels, the custom audiences, who you should be targeting if it's a custom audience, choosing objectives, the power editor setup, testing and optimization, that's super important. You don't just run an ad and then just leave it and let it be on its own, like your ex-boyfriend that you kicked out of the house. You're investing money in it. You need to go back, tweak and test and optimize. And that is the how part. So 4 elements of using Facebook ads. This is the fifth one and this is broken. 4 elements of successful Facebook ads that give you conversions as low as 25-30 cents if you follow my advice and tackle your who, your what, your why, and your how. If you're interested in more of this and listen to me rap about this, I'm not an expert in Facebook ads, but this is something that I've done. It works very, very effectively for me. If you're interested in this, you should click on that link, sign up for the Facebook ads webinar for sold out launches, and I will see you on Wednesday. And this time, this whole thing went without a glitch. Yeah! Bye-bye.